think that you should have to be a U.S. citizen to be a police officer?
No.
Oh, definitely. We always need protection, no matter who protects us.
Yes.
Not necessarily, no.
No? What should the requirements be?
That you're not a and that you're not an jock or some sort of abuser, as long as you're a non-racist, capable, physically strong person, we'd love to have you on the force. Find out.
This is Sarah Stock reporting for Rebel News in Venice Beach, Los Angeles, where as of January 2023, police officers are no longer required to be U.S. citizens.
Now, anyone who can legally work in the state under federal law can become a police officer, regardless of citizenship.
That's right. The people who are not even allowed to vote for our nation's laws are now able to enforce them on the streets. This law allows non-citizens with work permits, such as DACA recipients or Dreamers, asylees, and refugees, to become cops. As if this story couldn't get any crazier, as of 2024, the LAPD is now trying to lead a nationwide effort to allow these non-citizen police officers to carry firearms when off duty. That's right, in California, most actual citizens are not even allowed to carry firearms in public, but working to allow non-citizen officers to do so. As shocking as these new laws are for anybody living outside of California, I wonder if LA residents are even surprised. After all, they are the ones repeatedly voting in the politicians who champion these radical ideas. Let's go see what some of them have to say. Do they agree with these radical policies, or are they even aware that they exist? Do you think that you should have to be a U.S. citizen to be a police officer?
No.
I think that you need to understand the Constitution of the United States in order to be a police officer.
Oh, definitely. We always need protection, no matter who protects us.
Yes.
In the U.S.?
Yeah, here in LA.
That's a great question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes?
Stay out of that.
Yeah, how come?
I don't know. I just think the United States needs to have its own people do its own policing.
I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion about that, but I say why not? I mean, I would imagine, you gotta have the experience or I don't know. You know what? I think, yeah, because why not?
Well, they can't vote for the laws, so you think they should be able to enforce laws they can't vote for?
Okay, in that case, maybe it's in place for a reason then, because otherwise, yeah.
I can't answer that. Should they be skateboarders?
Should they be skateboarders?
Police officers?
I mean, they can be. But should they be citizens?
I don't know the answer to that.
I do not think that you should have to be a U.S. citizen. I feel like if you're from another country, you have more perspective, you have a different level of empathy for people who come from different places, and that would make a huge difference in our police force if there was more empathy, more understanding for people that come from different places.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Police officer in the U.S.?
Yeah, here in LA.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, how come?
Oh, no, wait, let me think about that. Police officer, what do you think, hon?
Well, you can't be a tourist, I wouldn't imagine. So I think you got to be a permanent resident at least.
I think you have to be just a person who wants to enforce the law or to make sure everybody's safe. I don't think you have to be from the U.S. No.
Not necessarily, no.
No? What should the requirements be?
That you're not a and that you're not an jock or some sort of abuser, as long as you're a non-racist, capable, physically strong person, we'd love to have you on the force. Find out.
Just to give you guys an idea of the total anarchy that has enveloped this once great city of Los Angeles, I just tried to use the washroom, and there were human feces all over the ground. That's right, there is nowhere to relieve yourself in Venice Beach. What are the requirements that should make you be a police officer?
What are the requirements? I mean, I feel like they should have to go through the basic, police academy.
So what if someone from Russia, for instance, just came over here and was like, I want to enforce your nation's laws. I can't vote for them, but I want to come over there and enforce them. Carry a gun. We're not allowed to open carry here in Los Angeles, but they should be able to?
I don't know. It's too early for this.
But in order to vote, you have to be a citizen, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm a veteran, so I would say yes, because from what I fought for, it wasn't for people who think that everything here is just free and they can just come and do as they please. And I think there has to be always some rules in the kitchen.
Your green card doesn't mean you're a citizen, but as long as you're here and you got all your paperwork.
Okay, so they should be able to carry guns, right?
Definitely. Anybody should be able to protect and serve, as long as they're protecting us and serving us and respecting our rights.
As of this year, they're even trying to allow these non-citizen police officers to be allowed to carry their guns off duty because that was previously illegal for them.
Oh, that's interesting.
What do you think about that?
Political issue, that's for sure.
Political issue.
I think carrying guns off duty for anybody is ever a good thing. Doesn't matter if you're a citizen or not.
Off duty? Well, if they're on duty police officers and American citizen police officers are allowed and able to carry off duty as well, then they should be too.
Okay. What about citizens here? Like, do you think we should be able to carry?
Oh, that's a tough one. I go back and forth on that issue of I lived in Australia where the police officers don't have guns, the citizens don't have guns, and it is in general a lot safer. But when COVID happened and the government made a lot of restrictions, you could feel that absence of the firearms with the police and with the people. So for me, I kind of sit in the middle on that. It's like, it really depends, but I definitely preferred being in a society where that wasn't a constant threat from other civilians and from the police.
I don't know. What's the law say for people who aren't law enforcement? Can they carry firearms?
No, they cannot. So regular U.S. citizens who are not police officers cannot carry firearms without a special permit, which they're only given to certain people.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's not something I've really thought about, but I have to think about it more before I'd really say if I'm comfortable with that or not.
I'm not really fond of firearms off duty. Nope.
No? Okay. Yeah, because, well, in here in LA, you can't carry firearms as a regular citizen, right? So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, and they're trying to get these non-citizens to be able to do so. So, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't know that. So, no, I don't think that's a good idea, personally. That's my personal opinion.
What about you?
Yeah, less guns is better.
All right. Well, it's totally legal now. Did you know that? You don't have to be a citizen to be a police officer here in LA.
Good, as long as they're not importing like drugs and
Okay. And do you think these non-citizens should be able to carry guns off duty?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think everyone else should be able to carry guns?
Well, not the criminals.
Not the criminals. Well, how do we know? How do we know he's a criminal?
Well, you could put a like technology chip in their neck and shit, and if he has a gun, it'll go.
After talking to people in Venice Beach, California, it doesn't seem like there's a very strong opinion on whether or not U.S. citizens should be police officers, but it does seem that no one had any idea this was happening, and they also have a very strong anti-gun sentiment here. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support our work, please head over to rebelfieldreports.com. We rely on our generous supporters like you to keep on making content like this.